Hey everybody, so today I wanted to show you guys how to make your own stick pins from wire and your glue gun glue, so hot glue. And this is what they look like before you decorate them. So what you're gonna need is some wire. I'm using 20 gauge wire, and you're just gonna cut off with your wire cutters or some scissors you don't care to damage a little piece. And just remember, with the wire, the smaller the number, the thinner the wire. So this is a 24 gauge. If you went, no, I'm sorry, this is 20. I don't know if I said it from the beginning wrong, but it's a 20 gauge. If you went 24, it would be thinner, and I have one right here. This is 24, it's thinner. And if you went like 18 or 16, it would be way thicker. And I'm just working it in my fingers to get it warmed up so that it doesn't, so it's not, so I can put it into a straight piece of wire because it was a little bendy. And if you use the spools like this, it would definitely need that. So anyway, and another thing that I will be using is some glitter, and this is Deco Art Glamour Dust. And all you're going to do is sprinkle some onto your silicone mat. And if you don't have a silicone mat, you can use like the little silicone pot holders from your kitchen, or even the little cupcake liners. You can cut out the circle from the inside. That would be a little bit harder to do just because it's really small surface area to work on, but otherwise you can use that. And that's so that it doesn't stick. And also you need to, the glitter that we sprinkled on here is so that you can get glitter on both sides, but it also helps not to stick while it's still wet, because when it's still hot the glue will stick to your mat, and eventually you can pull it off because it won't stick once it's dry. But if it's still hot, it'll be sticky. So all you're gonna do is put some on your mat, some of the glitter, and then you're gonna drop a little dot of glue on there. And then you're gonna insert, you're just gonna kind of let the edge of your wire fall into it. And then you're just gonna wait a few minutes for it to dry. It doesn't have to be completely dry, but you will want to wait just a little bit, because if you pick it up right now, it will be extremely sticky. I guess in the meantime, I can tell you guys what you can do with it. Here I made, instead of just a little blob, I made a bigger blob, and you guys can see on this one, it's a little bit more of a teardrop shape, which is typical of your stick pins. This one here, I kind of try to make it, well, it wasn't purposely actually, it was just a blob, and I tried to stick stuff into it, and it kind of gave it a flower shape, so I just put a button in it. And then my camera is not focusing, and then I put 3 beads on the wire, and I used a crimping bead to secure it so it doesn't fall down, and then I used a little piece of ribbon to put on the back so that it looks like a flower, and I think it came out really cute. And you can use these on your layouts, on the card. I mean, they don't have to be used as stick pins. Another thing that you can do also using basically the same technique is a charm. And while it's still somewhat wet, you can kind of poke it with your wire to try to give it a shape. But this is a heart, and I put a little flat pearl on there, flat back pearl, and a little bead on the top, and then I just made a loop on the other side, and then you can put a jump ring on there, or you know, anything, hang it from anything that you want. And using the same technique, basically, you can make some earrings. You just would you would just put more beads on there, or do whatever. I mean, with earrings there are endless possibilities. This is a really simple pair of earrings, and so I just did the glue dot. I put a bead cap on the glue, and then I put 3 beads on there, and then I made a loop and put my earring finding on the top. And so that's a really simple pair of earrings that you can do using the same technique. So now that it's dry, you kind of you're gonna have to put another glue dot on the top, a glue thing. You guys know what I mean. I'm getting all confused today. Anyway, just put more glue on the top and then turn it around and just kind of lay it there. Or you can actually just put the glitter on the top. You don't have to turn it around. Another thing that you guys could do, it's two I barely put the glue on there, so it's not cool enough. But when it cools down, you can use your fingers. See, it's not cool enough. It sticks to your fingers. You can use your fingers to give it a better shape, because most of the time it's not going to come out the shape that you want it exactly. So right before it completely cools, I mean, you'll want to be watching it, and you can actually put some like glitter on your finger, and it works kind of like flour does when you're baking, and to touch it and see if you could be able to maybe work with it yet. And this one you can. And I'm just kind of squishing it down and trying to give it a better shape. And don't worry about these little strands right there that from the glue. You always can take those off once it's dry. And you guys should, I mean, you guys probably know that since if you worked with the glue before. If you try doing it before, that's what happens. It just keeps on getting longer and longer because you're pulling the glue and it's still not cooled down enough. But yeah, basically that's it. I mean, there's your little... This one didn't come out as great because I waited too long. And so you can see the two different pieces of glue. But yeah, if it's still warm, you can shape it into there. Or sometimes you can just kind of roll it while it's kind of warm. You can roll it like that and it really gives it a smooth edge. Like the one from the earring here. It's really smooth and it's so hard to see because of the glitter. But it's really smooth, and that's because I rolled it. As it was cooling down, I rolled it. But it kind of takes practice, and even like that, I couldn't do the next one that I did. It didn't come out as great. So anyway, I hope you guys try this technique. You can always put, you know, instead of glitter, you can put the perfect pearls, or you can put some sort of ink on there and get different colors. So just experiment and have fun, and you know, make jewelry, make your charms, make stick pins for your as embellishments. You can do anything basically with this. So anyway, have some fun, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.